Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Freedom Friday. I'm your host, Dr. Erica Hendricks. It has been a minute, but we're back in lockstep for Freedom Friday, and I am so glad to be back in this seat, being a part of this engaging conversation with you. I believe today's experience is going to be nothing less than simply amazing. So, you all know the drill. I need for you to right now, I need for you to share, tag, invite someone to be a part of this engaging conversation because I believe today we have something to say. We have something that matters. And I believe your life is going to be the better because you tune in today for what is to be Freedom Friday. If you have not, I need for you to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to Let's Think About It with Dr. E podcast. That podcast has been life-changing. I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who have been riding this thing out with me for the last 6 months. Season 1 is about to come to an end, but we've got some great things in the store for season 2. So go right now to YouTube and subscribe to Dr. Erica Hendricks to Let's Think About It. Let's Think About It with Dr. E podcast. You don't want to miss the latest content because it's only going to drop on YouTube. You catch the reels on IG, but the content is on YouTube. So let's get right into it. I don't want to belabor the time. Good morning to Nick here on Instagram. Good morning to Justin and to Sean on IG. And for all that come in, if I don't greet you, good morning, good morning. So we're going to get right into our topic today because I believe that it's very pivotal, especially to today's blackout. So I put a title out there, Table Please, but I want to give a subtitle today. Whose table is it now? Whose table is it now? The power of the black dollar and economic blackout. When we walk into a restaurant, we ask for a table for two, please. That's proper etiquette. But lately, as I've been watching the tables around me, I see something different. Every table looks different. The audience is different. The conversations are different. And today, the table has been set for something much bigger, an economic blackout. So we're no longer begging for a seat at their table. The question is, whose table is it now? Because today we are flipping the script. We need for you to understand that our black dollars matter. Excuse me. Our black dollars matter. Our dollars hold weight. This isn't new to history. History has already shown that what happens when we move in unity, when we shut it down, systems shake. We shut down the Montgomery bus system. We shut down the Woolworths lunch counter here in Greensboro. But let me remind you what Dr. King said. We don't have to spend our money where we are not respected. So the call to action is this. This is about economic power. This is about legacy. This is about demanding respect, and not just in our words, but in our actions. And I know many of our white counterparts, some of my friends are asking me why. Why is today a economic blackout? Why today are we not spending money? Well, I want to give some address to the why. The why simply is this. During the George Floyd, many companies rolled out DEI that they would support black businesses in their stores. And the caveat to that was in January of 2025 was the year to pay out what they promised they were going to give as a result of putting black products in their store. So they began to roll back their promises of what they said they would do. Now, we spend a lot of money in stores. And I posted on my Facebook and Instagram places not to shop at today. And that's just a small list. But what I need for us to understand is that our dollars matter. What we do in this season matters. So whenever you're going to spend your money, remember, you worked hard for every dollar that you earn. And don't let them tell you that your money doesn't matter. Our color matters. Our presence matters. And when we come to the table, it absolutely matters. Whose table is it now? That's the question. And I believe they're looking and they're asking themselves, how do I understand the tables that turn? And how do I understand whose table do I sit at? You see, you have round tables. You have square tables. You have rectangle tables. You have tables that let up. You have tables that let down. But every table has legs. Every table has the ability to move from one side of the room to the other. You can pick up a table and walk it completely out of a room. What are you saying, Dr. Erica? The table that you have the ability to pick that table up and take it wherever you go. Every table doesn't have a chair, and that is absolutely okay, because you can bring your chair to wherever you move your table. The question today is, demand respect, but put some respect on our dollars. Put some respect on our name, because we earned it. We earned the right to shop in your stores. History repeats itself, and it absolutely does. And how we saw a shift during the civil rights movement is when we held our dollars, the bus system couldn't hold up. When we held our dollars, when they wouldn't serve us at the Woolworth counter here in Greensboro, when we wouldn't shop in their store, they decided, hey, we've got to give them something that they want, because we see the dollar, the power that they bring. If we don't give them what they're asking for, we won't survive. Deuteronomy 15:6 says, for the Lord your God will bless you as he has promised. And you will lend to many nations, but will borrow from none. You will rule over many nations, but none will rule over you. We're not going to let anybody rule over us anymore. Those days are over. We're not going back. So we were never meant to beg for a seat. Hear me. We were meant to own, build, and lead. Let me say that again. We were never meant to beg for a seat. We were meant to own, build, and lead. Our economic power isn't just about today. It's about positioning ourselves for generational wealth and influence. So the challenge stands today. What will you do to shift the power? The table is set. Are you taking your rightful place? Today, the table has been turned. Move your table where you are respected. But today, we're not shopping in the stores that don't put some respect on our name. What will you do to shift the power? So today, as we in Freedom Friday, whose table is it now? Black dollars matter. And remember this, you can build any table you want and place it on any platform that you deserve, because you earn the right to be at the table. As we end Black History Month, it is not just Black History Month for February, it's Black History, period. So for all those that decided that we're not going to celebrate, it's okay. History is still here. You may not put it in a book, but I am Black history. You are Black history. And remember, your table matters. Thank you for tuning in to this Friday, this Freedom Friday experience. I'm so glad that you came and be a part of this experience, because I believe that we're going to make things happen today, and we're going to see that our dollars matter. So don't you go shop today. Pack your lunch, stay at your office, and make sure that you guard your heart and your mind, because devices are going to come at us today because we dare to take a stance. But remember, we're stronger together. If no one's told you today, let me be the first to tell you I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Live life on purpose, and enjoy this Freedom Friday. Have an amazing day. I'll see you next Friday.